Hello there, Aries. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your August 2021 monthly overview reading. I hope you guys are doing wonderful out there and having an awesome August already. If we have already stepped into August and you're seeing this now, always thank you so much for being here. I always appreciate your energy and your time. And if you haven't yet done so, please do reach out, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. And also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button to let me know you enjoy the content here. Aries, as always, these are general messages. They're not going to resonate with every single one of you, so take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. If you aren't resonating particularly with this reading, you may want to check the placements on the rest of your personal natal chart to get more info and watch the signs that go along with those planet placements as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my sessions, or would like to leave a donation for the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. So Aries, I'm going to jump right on into your cards. If you're interested in getting more of the astrological details, because I am an astrologer as well, I posted a separate video that just breaks down all of the info about the astrology for the month. But I will say, Aries, this is a great time for you. We are in the season of Leo as we start this month, and it's a very, very nice energy. It activates and highlights the universal fifth house of Leo for you, and so it's a fellow fire sign, and it really gets you fired up and brings a lot of positive, passionate, creative energy to your persona. So let's see what we have. We're going to pull some oracle cards, and then we're going to do a tarot reading for you as well. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, and guides, please show us what you have for our beautiful Aries for the month of August 2021, please. What can they expect as their major themes for this month ahead? Ooh, Leo. Leo energy is good for you, and I'll tell you the other thing that's good for you is the Virgo energy. I feel this one very strongly. The keyword of purity for you, Aries. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. And what I so much feel with this is there's a cleansing, there's a clearing out. Some of you may be, really doing both. You could be doing a personal inventory both within and without. You might be cleaning things up out of your literal physical house. You might be, cleaning up your routine or putting more healthful decisions into action this month. And it's also, to me, speaks to purity of intention, purity of heart. It's like you're getting really aligned with what it is that you truly want to pursue, what you're really after. So that's a very, very nice keyword card to start you out with. Let's get a number from our numerology deck for you next. Anti-environment. Now that's interesting, and I love the number 44. Anytime we get a doubling up of numbers like that, to me that's very powerful. This also speaks to me to your environment. Many of you might be either cleaning up your house, moving from a home, purifying your environment in some way. This feels very important. I would also say with this card, being out in nature is important, and also being very careful of the kind of people that you spend your time with, your Aries, because they may have a lot of impact on you, which you're not even always aware of, but energetically, emotionally, they do impact you. So watch who you're around in your personal environment, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, socializing. It's like, keep your environment clean and on a high vibrational energy. Let's get into a gemstone. Let's see what crystal and chakra are coming up to be worked with for this month of August for Aries, please. Ooh, I love it. Yeah, the carnelian. What a great stone. Actually, keep one of these guys next to me because it is such a powerful grounding stone. It does align with the root chakra, And to me, this brings a lot of self-confidence, self-worth. It also helps the sacral. But, you know, to me, this is really helping you to ground, to stabilize, to get into a better place, maybe a better routine in your life. It also helps you to express your creative side, which is always, always important, especially during this Leo season. It is excellent times to create, to express. The carnelian is absolutely an excellent stone to work with to balance those chakras. Let's get into one spiritual guardian or guide that will be coming up to help our Aries for the month. Wow, guys, we've got Odin coming through as your main spiritual guide that will be helping you out this month with the key of psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is and follow your intuition. I'm going to read a little more about him from the book that comes with this because I love reading a little deeper about all of these. Absolutely love this card deck, by the way, the Keepers of the Light Oracle. It's excellent. So let's see what we have about him a little bit deeper. So Odin is the Norse all-father god who is revered to the present day. He's a powerful, all-seeing, all-knowing being. His twin flame is Freya, and like her, he has a raven as his totem. The story goes that he surrendered one of his eyes at a mystical spring called Mimir so he could gain the wisdom of the ages. He is strong and somewhat wild, who helps us to reawaken our natural psychic abilities and open the third eye so we can look beyond physical senses and into the spiritual realm. That's beautiful. All right, so I would say this is also a time that you could be definitely developing those psychic abilities as well. But I think, again, you know, there's that purification process, right? Odin was also, you know, the one that we have as the figure of the hanged man in the tarot who hung from the world tree, right, to gain that psychic vision. So there may be some challenges. Absolutely, there may be some things that you have to cleanse out of your system, people that you have to keep, you know, cleanse out of your environment in order to get to that better all-knowing place. Because sometimes, yeah, that can be a real blockage if there's negative people or things that are pulling at you, Aries. So let's get into your tarot. I'm going to be using the Angel Wisdom Tarot today with the Modern Witch to clarify. We're going to do a past, present, future layout with a suggested approach and outcome. Let's see, Aries in the tarot for August 2021, please. Wow. You're coming up very strongly here for this month of August, Aries. A lot of firepower. So in the immediate past, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is all about a burdensome cycle coming to an end, something that's been very difficult or weighing on your shoulders very heavily. Many times, again, this can be a job that's been very difficult for you. It's been a lot of challenge. You may feel like you've been overworked or working too many hours, and you have that need for balance in your life. You do want to be careful with this because it can be those health problems that come up related to stress. You may have already had some of that to deal with because this is in the past position. But the best part of this is I do feel like you're getting a break from this. I do feel like, you know, it's like there's something coming full cycle that's been very, very challenging or very difficult around the job sphere. So let's get into a clarifier. And the High Priestess. So, you know, I feel this intuitive side of yourself. You know, I mean, you already know a lot of what I'm talking about here because the High Priestess is about the subconscious. It's about the intuition. It's that moon. It's that other side of ourself, that sensitive, very strongly aware kind of being. And so I feel like you know what to do, and you know what's good for you and what's not good for you. And I feel like there's a big part of you that's kind of ready to step away or has already stepped away from some very challenging cycles here. Right in the center, present energy, and the main focus of this month of August is the King of Wands. To me, this is like a minor arcana Emperor, which is the Aries energy. And I definitely ascribe Aries energy to the King of Wands as well, because this is you, Aries. This is you. Very fiery, very, assertive, goes after what they want, definitely puts themselves at the front of the line. If you've been putting yourself down or, not believing in yourself so much lately, this is really stepping you up. This is putting you in a place of power. And it's really giving you all of this motivational energy, inspirational. You might be really inspirational to other people around you as well. And honestly, my feeling is if people like you for you, those are your people. If they're really negative and nasty to you, don't worry about them. Let them keep on going by. But keep your eyes on this big picture. Communicate your vision. This could really be you stepping into a leadership role, some kind of spotlight. We have that energy of Leo for most of the month, so it really does encourage you to go further in that direction and become quite an inspirational force to others. Let's clarify, get a little bit deeper on this King of Wands for Aries. And we have the Chariot, so definitely moving forward. Now, what I find very interesting about this Aries, in the past position, we had the High Priestess, very strongly aligned with the Moon. And there's that fire energy as well, the Ten of Wands. And then we have the King of Wands, very aligned with fire, and the Chariot, which is a Cancer-ruled card, aligned very strongly with the Moon. So I feel it's a very nice dynamic that's happening for you for this month of August, where you really feel very strongly and very clearly those psychic subconscious messages. Like when you get, a little quieter, you get a little meditative, you get a little time to really listen to your inner voice. Boy, it is talking loud and clear this month. It's telling you exactly where you need to go, how you need to get there. The Chariot is about victory, motivation, moving forward, learning something, balancing both sides of yourself. Both, I think, that masculine and more assertive drive, and also that more feminine, intuitive side. Very beautiful. Going into the immediate future, we have the Eight of Cups. And so to me, this is about moving forward yet again. It's like you are really on a journey. And I feel like that journey is to leave behind anything that has not been emotionally fulfilling, spiritually fulfilling, a job that hasn't been doing it for you, a relationship that's not producing the results that you've been wanting so much. I mean, that's really a big decision. And for some of you, you might be making a huge, huge move coming in here. This is a big spiritual quest. There's a lot of movement in this reading. So let's get into a clarifier. For some of you, you definitely might be making a big move in where you live or where you work. Yep, fresh new beginnings. That's what my Aries is going for. And the Page of Wands is another very powerful card of Aries energy. So a lot of your stuff is showing up here on the board, coming out in the cards for this month ahead. To me, the Page of Wands is new beginnings, greater happiness, vitality returning, feeling more joyful about where you're going. I just feel like you're leaving behind something that's not working for you and going in search of what does. Following your heart, following your bliss, as cliche as that may sound, Aries, you're doing it. Let's get into a suggested approach for you. Whew, these are flipping. Wow, so the Knight of Cups is coming up as the suggested approach. It's important, yeah, definitely for you to follow your intuition. This is huge. With the Chariot, the High Priestess, and now the Knight of Cups in the suggested approach. It's like, definitely listen to what the voices in your heart are telling you. This can also say, if there's somebody that you've been kind of flirting with, or if you had your eye on, it might be time to make that romantic gesture. If you're already in a relationship, it might be time to step the romance up a little notch. Definitely, absolutely, because if you hadn't been getting what you wanted in love, it's time to go get it. This is romance. It's flirtatious. It's falling in love. Sweeping someone off their feet or having them sweep you off your feet. So let's see what we have. Clarifying the Knight of Cups, because we want to see if this is a more solid love offer, right? We want to see that. Because not always, but sometimes. Yeah, I would watch out. If it seems too good to be true and somebody's coming your way, watch out, because they might just be that lover, you know, boy or lover girl or seductive kind of energy, but they might just leave a trail of broken hearts behind them a little bit. So definitely watch out for that. The other way I could read this is somebody comes in, or some kind of new connection really starts to heal old wounds from the past in your heart. And that would be a very, very positive outcome to this, you know. I would say also some way I could read that as well with the Three of Swords, because to me it's time to pull the swords out of your heart, Aries. Anything that has hurt you in the past, anything that's been really painful for you. And to me, you know, Knight of Cups, it's like it moves forward in its emotions. It moves forward in its love life or its emotional center. And that can be moving forward to a more healed experience, which would be very positive. So if there's something like that in, you know, in your past there, Aries, that you really still, it's like something really still aching your heart that you know you need to continue to move past and heal from, keep going. It's a very positive month for all of that to come in, because I really do feel like you are in pursuit of what makes you happy, of what resonates with you within and without. Let's get a potential outcome on this. Look at that, 2 knights. I like this. There's so much movement here, guys. There's a lot of movement. I feel like this is going to be a month of action for Aries for sure, but definitely practical. I love that this is the Knight of Pentacles, because this is Virgo energy. So I believe that, of course, this speaks to the second half or the later part of the month when the sun moves into Virgo, because this is organized action. It's good planning. It's a very well prepared kind of energy. I feel like you're really going to get, you know, all your eggs in the basket. You kind of have a better idea more than ever of where it is you want to go. And the Knight of Pentacles is also our most successful knight of the tarot, because he's the most well prepared and well organized, makes a good plan before he gets going, and then he puts it into action. Very, very nice outcome card. And we have the Strength. I love this because we have so much Leo and Virgo going on this month, and I feel like you're really getting the best of both worlds here. The Strength card is so Leo aligned. It even has that lion in there, and the woman, you know, in the card of the Strength, she's calming the lion, right? Because really it's the symbol of ourself, and there's so much of a blending and a balancing here for you, Aries, this month between your heart and your head, your internal spirit, and your physical manifestation. And that's what's happening, right? Your own spirit is calming down that sometimes roaring lion that goes on. It's reminding you, Aries, you're stronger than you know. You're braver than you know. You're more resilient and courageous than you may even realize. You're going to come through this just fine. But you are definitely transforming out of some old heavy energies into something that's so much more satisfying. Yes, and look at that. We talked about Odin hanging from the world tree. I said the Hanged Man, that awakening card, that's his card. And there he is on the bottom of the deck. So yes, there could be a little temporary pause for reflection and insight and awakening this month, where you see things from a whole new perspective, and then you get going in a much better direction. On the bottom of the Modern Witch, we have the Two of Pentacles. So again, it's bringing those two sides of yourself back into alignment and harmony. I am in love with your reading here, Aries. Very, very nice. We're going to pull one Heart and Soul card for your affirmation, for just a little bit of parting advice here. All right, now here is the artwork. I love that. And the message on the back, I'm going to read that for you. My camera will not fuzz up a little too. Get back in focus, guys. All right, so it says, help is on its way. The raging sea will soon abate, and a great light will heal your heart. This is a time of deep, profound, and positive transformation, but courage, strength, and patience are required. You are supported by a sea of love. Wow. That wraps that up so well. Absolutely. You are going through a great time of transformation. It's very positive, but it does take your courage and your patience. Yeah, but this is a great reading. Great month ahead. Hope to see you again soon, Aries, and I'll be in touch. Hope you're in touch too. Take care.